Candy canes play a leading role during the holidays. Almost 2 billion of the pepperminty treats are produced every year. That's one candy cane for every 4 people on the planet.
I am the Grand Poobah, in charge of all of Lofty Pursuits.
This is Greg. He's a sugarsmith and knows a thing or two about candy canes. His shop makes thousands during the holiday season. We're here in Tallahassee, Florida at Lofty Pursuits, where candy cane making is a big deal. More than 20,000 of the twisted treats are sold every year, but the technique used here is unlike many others, including this hand-pulling method from the 19th century that turns the yellow melted sugar in candy canes white. The sweet shop churns out about 4 batches of 200 candy canes a day between the months of November and December. But what do candy canes have to do with the holidays? Well, one of the reasons actually has to do with the weather.
You see, the humidity and the heat of the summer makes it difficult to make candy canes. We can do it now with air conditioning and dehumidifiers, but back in, 300 years ago, they couldn't do this.
The process behind candy cane making is pretty laborious. It starts with hot sugar that's heated in a giant kettle of more than 300 degrees Fahrenheit. The candy is poured on a cooling table where peppermint flavoring is added. Sugarsmiths knead the flavoring and candy together until it turns a golden brown. Afterwards, it's placed into a puller that turns the candy silky white. Then it's rolled into a giant log-like shape. The log is put on the batch roller and formed into a cone shape, which is actually one candy maker's favorite part.
Well, we try to make as many candy canes as we can, but as far as our candy canes, we have a little bit at the end left that I save for myself. I like eating it warm because it's a little bit soft, and so it's a very different experience that you don't really get to have.
For the rest of us, we get the iconic J shape. The canes are snipped into strips and moved to the crooker, which gives the candy cane that hook shape. But no one seems to know the true origin of the candy cane. Legend has it that in the 17th century, a German choir master needed to make shepherd's canes for a nativity scene.
So you had tiny little candy sticks made, and white peppermint was very common back there, and you had white peppermint crooks made to be a bishop's crook.
Today, candy canes are available in different shapes, colors, and flavors, but the red and white peppermint candy cane still remains a classic favorite.
73% of people say they prefer a classic peppermint flavored candy cane, but about 27% of people say they love fancy flavors, everything from fruit flavored candy canes all the way to dill pickle flavored candy canes.
We may never know how candy canes came to be, but the pepperminty treat has sealed itself into holiday history.
What I love about this season when I make candy canes is just seeing the kids' expressions where they realize that the food actually comes from someplace. It doesn't mysteriously appear on their plate. Somebody is preparing it, somebody is making it. Even mass-produced food is this way. We're so used to seeing food in a cardboard box, and this way you get to interact with it, with local ingredients or other things. That's part of what Lofty Pursuits is about.